If you're out selling, the perception is everything about the value of your product. And the reason it is because the customer has to think or know or believe that you are going to do a quality or at least whatever your installation, your deliverable is. They have to be able to believe that the money they're paying you is worth more than what you're delivering. Perception is reality. So here's some scenarios. Say somebody comes out and gets three, really we'll put 4 quotes for the exact same thing. Now the problem is there are no exact same things, so it's never apples to apples. So get that out of your mind. They're all different, and everybody's prices are different, particularly this guy. But the reality is the difference between these prices, while it seems like a lot, it really isn't. They're pretty close together. The only one that's going to come up as a question is this one and this one. Your bottom and your top. So what I do with every single homeowner that I meet with is I tell them, hey, if they say they want to get multiple estimates, and this is for any industry, anyone that says you can use this line. No, that's wonderful. Why don't you get 10 or 15? I hate the word bid because most of the time this isn't a government standard protocol. This is just an estimate for whatever they want, however you're going to do it, because there's nobody to check you. It's not like a government bid where it's like, oh, you have to deliver X, Y, Z the same exact. They're never exactly the same. I don't care what anybody says. Even the government, watch War Dogs if you don't believe me. They're an estimate. So what's going to happen is I tell people every time, I say, look, I want you to take your most expensive, your cheapest and your most expensive estimates and throw them out. This is the area you're going to be. This project is probably between 15 to 17K. That's really where this project is. So if it was like a roof or a sidewalk or they want a patio or whatever, a new windows, it doesn't matter. This is probably where you're going to be. Does that make the most sense? And then you guys get somebody that says, well, this guy just wants to earn my business. It's like, no, he has to be doing something different. Same argument down here. What are they doing different? I like to be in this position because I can always go down in price. I can always say, you know what? How about 21K? How about 17K? Because if my price started out higher, I can always go down. This guy can never go up. He can never call the homeowners or whoever and say, hey, that price I quoted you at? I really screwed this up. We actually really need to be at like 13K on it. Now you can do that with a government quote where you can do a change order and they can approve it. That's how, you get the $900 tack hammer or the $17,000 shovel. Look up government stories, it's real. My point is, I don't want to do that. I don't want to win a quote because I was the cheap guy and then come back behind and say, oh yeah, I did that. I did that just to win your business. Now that we're here and all the shit that you want, well, it's actually going to be more like, $10,000+. And there are people that will do that. So what I always say is I start here. I'd rather be up here. And it's like, oh, everyone will just disqualify you. No, they won't, because I'm going to give them a couple options. So if 25 is my primo, my mid-tier might be 21. And my low guy, we'll throw it out there, is 14. Well, now I'm everywhere with those pricing. So if you're at 12K, 10K, 15K, and 17K, I got a guy right smack in the middle. I got a high guy, and I got a way high guy. Well, if I tell you I'll do my 21K for 18K, I just beat everybody else's highest price by plus 1,000. I could literally turn around and have them do the job and I'll make $1,000 and I don't have to do anything. It's the perception of the pricing. If you do not get the perception of this, then you don't understand what you're trying to do. Every single person that makes a sale has to have some sort of perception versus reality system, because they have to believe that their money is worth less call that value, than what is being provided. Period. You wouldn't buy it otherwise. That's all it is. But the way you do that is through pricing. And if you don't believe that, if you've ever bought something on sale, you have fallen victim to this. Because if they're going to sell it for $10 all the time and then all of a sudden it's $8, they didn't lose profit. What they're trying to do is increase the sales. They're enticing you via value because it was always 10. Well, now you are saving $2. You're not saving anything. You're spending $8 instead of spending 10. That's not a savings. You're just spending less money. That's why sales are so powerful. Because I even said it. You're saving $2. No. You're spending $8. But you're getting the exact same thing you normally pay for 10. I do that all the time, every day. You have to understand the psychology of people's perception when they buy something. If I told you it's normally $100, but today we can do it for $75, you'd be like, oh, right, 25% savings. Where all I'm hearing is you're spending money with me. Spending money with me. Same thing is if everybody gives a price, and like I said, everybody's $100 and I'm normally $150, but I'm on sale for $110, there's a very good chance and a high possibility that there are people that are going to pay that $110. Oh, I'm saving $40. Well, you could have just bought the $100 thing and saved yourself $50. But this is $100. So they have to go down. They can't one day just be $120. Everyone will notice, be like, oh, prices went up. And then it's the exact opposite. What happens like with gas. You see it all the time. Keep that in mind that your perception is reality to most people, period.